everybody.
Hi, people. How are we doing?
How you doing?
We're almost finishing Q1, right?
Yes.
The first quarter is 3 months, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're almost at the end of March. Can you believe it?
Yep. I think once January ended, the month to roll by. I don't know. In
Yeah,
my
pretty
opinion.
much. I guess. Yeah.
And I'm okay with it rolling. Just keep going at this point. So anyway, how was International Women's Day for you guys?
Did you do anything special? Go to any
Mhm.
event? Yo, every year I keep saying that I want to do event, like attend some of these events that are being
For
hosted for
international.
women.
Mm.
Um, and
You
every
don't.
year I don't, and I don't know why, and it's not. It just happens that I don't. But anyway, next year we
Mm.
try again.
Oh God, please.
This time more intentionally. Maybe I'll put it on my calendar or something.
I never want to go for any events.
Okay.
Anyway. Anyways, guys, welcome to another episode. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you for
being
being here.
here. Love. I'm working on my heart, guys. Please tell me this is good.
Let's see. No, it looks round.
You know what? See,
I'm the-
haters will
I'm the
hate,
hater against this
potatoes
heart.
will potates. So
That's
you
it.
know what?
That's
We
really
learned
it.
confidence last week. I'll be last 2 weeks. Confidence, regardless, always and always. Anyway.
Oh, my heart looks better. It looks better. If you're listening to this on Spotify, you can go on our YouTube.
Oh
and
yeah,
see
that's
this
true.
heart.
They're probably wondering like, what are we talking about?
You can go on YouTube and see this heart because, girl, okay. All right. What are we talking about today?
So today we're talking about how do I phrase this? Do friendships need maintenance? Is it necessary? Is it not necessary? Low, high,
Oh, low
medium.
maintenance, high maintenance. High maintenance friends, low maintenance friends. Actually, to
Yes.
start,
Yeah.
are you a high maintenance or low maintenance friend?
I think I'm a dummy friend.
You're high maintenance.
You know what? That is the most. You know.
Okay, maybe let's start with defining
Uh,
what that means. Like,
I have expectations of my friends, and I don't know why that should mean high or low maintenance. Like I don't even know who made it high or low to start with.
yeah,
I
but
don't know.
but that's the thing. I think
So how am I
I
high
think
maintenance?
okay, let me explain since I said you're high maintenance.
Yes, thank
Okay.
you. Mhm.
I will explain.
Sure.
I think the maintenance thing is in comparison to other people. So let's say
Okay.
you have 5 friends,
Mhm.
and then based on what the expectations that each friend has, some people
Mhm.
have more expectations. So maintaining the friendship becomes high maintenance. Some
I
people
think it
have
depends on who
low
you're asking.
expectations. I agree.
It depends on who you're asking.
I still will give you high maintenance.
That's fine. So you think I'm high maintenance. Another friend
do.
of mine will probably say I'm
That's
low
why I
maintenance.
said in
Another
comparison
friend of
to
mine will probably say I'm not any. I'm just
zero maintenance.
Yeah. I think it depends. I think it depends. So now, what's that high maintenance like? Why? What is the high? What makes it high compared to low? I guess.
um, like I said, in comparison to
So
everybody
what is
else's
the thing
expectation,
now?
it's
Oh, so
everybody
it's
else's expectations. So some people, okay, it's like I say I have expectations of my friends. I
Mhm.
expect that we will maybe go for wings, which we have to go for these wings one of these days every 2 weeks.
another year, another promise.
So
We'll see.
the year has just begun. We're still in Q1.
We'll see.
I might surprise you.
Hmm.
Anyway, we should actually drop these wings, please.
It's just like that thing. We'll go for drinks. I don't know something else.
That's how you know that we really do like our chickens.
Sorry to the veggies.
Sorry to the veggies, really, really.
Oh,
But
yeah.
yes, so let's say you're expecting that okay, we have to communicate every, I don't know, weekly, for instance. I'm just giving examples.
Yeah.
You have to fill out my friendship form every 2 years.
Okay.
You have to, I don't know, I'm just thinking like off the top of my head.
So that's what makes it.
That's-
so and because
so
other
I'm-
friends don't maybe necessarily ask for those things.
Exactly.
That's why it is. So it's not. So
It's
okay.
not a bad
No.
thing.
What I'm saying is that so it's not like there is like a standard, like
To me, I
a
don't
generic
think.
standard of okay, high to low. It's just based
To me, I
off-
don't think. But then
Mm.
also, I will have to say my understanding of friendship has changed a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
So even the kind of friend that I am and want to be has also adjusted. And I
Okay.
think that I was used to um,
Bare minimum.
low effort relationships.
Okay. So, but now you don't, you want more effort.
I mean, if the relationships are going to be, because they will now end up being a lot more surface, right? So
Oh,
if
okay,
you
okay,
want
okay.
to have deeper relationships, it will require a level of
High maintenance ish.
period. Yeah,
Okay. So I guess we'll
that's my
start with
understanding, but I
no.
don't know how.
Okay.
What is high maintenance, low maintenance? That's what I think.
Yeah.
But what
Okay.
do you think?
Yeah, I think maybe that's what I was going to say. Like maybe starting with like what are the things that are even like the things that people talk about like maintenance? Like what is the
What are the
maintenance
maintenance?
things, right? So
Mm.
I guess one of it that you mentioned, filling out friendship form every 2 years. I don't know how we want to grow if we don't know what we need
We
to
have
improve on.
conversations.
Yeah, but I like okay, let's say the truth. All the conversations we have
Mhm.
and then the questionnaires you get, are they the same? Would 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 we have randomly spoken about those things?
So why don't we randomly speak about
I
those
don't think
things?
because it's I don't know, like because for me, I don't think they're just natural conversations that just come up.
No,
Like,
but
oh
why can't we
so
do, okay, let's go out for wings and have friendship review dates?
oh okay,
I
so that
don't
means
know.
oh, okay, so that means it's the
Something.
same thing. So the
So
problem is
let's
because
have,
we're writing it down.
man, like, babe sent me. I wish I could show you this long ass
Okay,
list
so
of
the problem here is
questions.
because we wrote it down. That's the
Yes.
problem.
And then I have to now sit and think,
If we go
okay.
out, will you not think?
I would think, but like I won't have to type it out.
So that's the problem. Can you see life?
But then also because it's new to me,
Okay.
you're the only person in my life who has ever sent me friendship form.
Maybe because I'm the only
If I
one.
can call it that,
Not friendship
yearly
form.
review
You know
and
what? Maybe I
things.
should have given you a form like at the beginning, very start. Like let's even start. Are we going to be first? Can you fill forms?
You know what? You're also the only person in my life who has told me we're gonna have this conversation. Are we friends? Are we moving towards friendship? What's going on? Like,
But
what
I
are
don't
we?
think.
I had a if you've had a what are we conversation with your girlfriend, like your friend,
Yeah.
please.
But I
Look,
don't
it was
think
new
that's
to
high
me.
maintenance. I think that is intentionality. I
Okay.
think that is putting in the work. Am I wrong, guys?
You're right. You're right. But like I said, in
Mhm.
comparison to what I knew,
Okay.
you're a lot more intense, for lack of a better word, or intentional. Okay, let's say
Okay. So anyway, that's fine. That's fine. So now I guess as I said, like starting with like what is maintenance? Or like what are some of the things? Like I guess maybe calling because they're just generic ways to maintain friendship. I
that.
think I guess calling, texting, visiting each other. What else do people do?
That's really it. Just it's a lot
Hmm.
more communicating.
Yeah, that's true. Oh,
Maybe other people
interesting.
require gifts,
Hmm.
vacations, telling me about your stuff.
Oh, well, yeah. I guess that's that
Mm-hmm.
support.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then now we now put it into low and high maintenance, which is like I guess the person that does not require a call for the next 6 months is low maintenance compared to the one you have to call every week, something like that. Have you?
I think so. Yes.
Okay. So now when you don't talk to somebody for 6 months, what kind of friend? Again, guys, because
Honestly,
I might be wrong because I'm just wondering what we're doing here.
no, I get what you mean, but I actually have friends that I consider actual friends.
Yeah, you don't talk for 6 months.
Okay, maybe 6 months is a stretch, but yeah, like we don't talk as often as.
Yeah, I have friends that we don't talk as often.
There we go.
Yeah, but not 6 months often.
Okay, how is
Not
not
3 months
often?
often. And okay, another thing is okay, maybe I should say it like this. Maybe talk, maybe saying, oh, we don't talk to see like maybe we'll share things on Instagram here and there.
Mm-hmm.
We'll send each other picture, just random things, and then yeah,
It's more
so
conversation.
yeah, but like the talking, maybe if we have to like I don't know, go in depth
Yeah,
into stuff.
catch up.
Yeah, so maybe 2 months. Yeah, maybe every 2 months.
I should do better.
So you guys don't talk at all for months.
Yeah. and they're my really good friends, and I really love them.
I'm not saying anything because I don't even know. I don't even know because I don't understand how we will not talk for months.
No, but like we don't have the long let's catch up
Okay,
call
no. So do
as
you put talk
often.
at all?
Yeah,
No, like sorry, not at all.
we do.
Because at this
We do
point,
talk.
okay, can a month go and you people won't talk?
Like on the phone.
Any talk?
No, no, like maybe sharing memes here and there.
Oh, okay.
But yes, a month can go and
So a whole month, and you will not know if they are lying on a hospital bed as they were sending memes.
yeah, kind of. Okay, okay. Let's backtrack because now I'm feeling like an evil person.
So maybe we should even
Technically, I
start
am. Let's start
maybe
with the
basics of what are the
relationships.
things that we want. Maybe the basics of friendship
Okay,
before we now start to put them in high and low.
okay.
Mhm.
Let's start with first of all, you know how there's like outer courts, inner courts, and
Inner
holy of
circle.
holies and all of
Please,
that.
not
stuff.
holy of holies. But
I'm just,
okay. Yeah.
there's friends that like we're friends, but they are not necessarily up to date with my
With your
everyday
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
life,
That,
right?
that's fair.
We're
Mhm,
friends, and
mhm.
I'm also not up to date
With their
with
life.
their
Yeah,
everyday life.
that's fine.
But I wouldn't consider them like
They're not your close
an
friends.
acquaintance
Oh, they are
or
more
just
than
a,
an
they are more
acquaintance.
than an acquaintance,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but so they're my friend.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
we don't talk all the time.
Yeah, I'm not saying that they have to be um up to date with your life all the time, but a friend, you will check up on your friend now. So if you don't
And
check up on your friend for 1 month,
yeah, girl. Okay, people of God, I clearly am not doing
no,
this friendship
I'm
thing
just
right.
what no.
No, I understand what
Do you
you're
understand what I'm
saying.
trying to say?
I
I'm just saying
understand what
like
you're
the
saying.
basics. So
But
not necessarily
I'm
to
telling
go
you
deep.
the reality of my relationships.
Okay, okay, guys. Okay, maybe let's start from the beginning.
Why did we
What
pick
is
this
basic
topic?
friendship? Like, what is okay when you say somebody now? This is not about how close, because now obviously the intensity of the friendship, the quality of the friendship now brings in extra.
Extra.
So now when you say, "Oh, this person is my friend," why did you say that? Like, do you get a hair?
Okay.
Yes.
Um, for my friends, most of them, they're my friend because we are close. I'll get there.
Yeah. No.
I can see your face. I'm getting there.
Okay.
Give me a second. Give me a second. We're close. We talk, and honestly, for the most part, at some points in our lives, we were way like
We're
super
closer,
close.
and then okay,
Yes,
okay, and
and
then
then
life.
life happened, and we're not
The
close,
relationship is
but
not
we're
as
not.
close. Yes.
It's not the same. So I still think of you like you're still safe for me.
Oh,
Like
okay, okay. I can still talk to
I
you.
can still talk to you.
Or
You're still
tell
in my
you
safe
stuff.
space,
Yeah, it's
and
just that we don't
we don't talk
talk
all
as
the
often
time
because of
but
whatever
you're
things.
still
Yeah.
safe for me. Like
Mhm.
I still trust you, and you know, etc.
Okay,
etc.
so that means basis of friendship is you trust them, they are safe space for you.
Mhm.
What else?
I love them.
Because we should love everybody, even your enemies.
Yeah,
But yeah.
but it's a different
It's a different
it's a
type of
different
love.
type of love.
Oh, okay. And then now, when they now, I guess yes, when you're talking like, what's the word? Like inner holies of holies and all of that.
Yeah.
Now there's now extra things that is added on to that.
Yes.
Template.
Maybe in
if
this
you will.
season of life, we are not as close as we were in whatever other season of life. But you
Mm,
have not, at least for me, you have not ceased to be my friend.
mhm.
You're still my friend.
Still my
We
friend.
just don't communicate or talk as often
As we used to.
But
Okay.
if we get on the phone right now, I can be like,
We'll talk.
girl, life been life, and this happened, that happened, that happened. That
Okay.
kind of thing.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. I wanted to first know what is the basis of friendship? Like,
Hey,
what
have I
is
redeemed
friendship?
myself because I started thinking like, hey, good,
Yeah,
hey.
that's why I say you don't look somewhere for a whole month. In my mind, I'm just thinking like
You don't
it's
have a
not.
relationship
Yes, because I'm
anymore.
like, if you're just spoken to somebody for a month, it's not like it's not to dump on them or they should dump on you. Sometimes it's just how are you doing? Are
Mhm.
you okay?
Mhm.
Kill on pop. Just a little check
A
in.
little something.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So that's why I was like, a whole month, but okay, no problem. So now with low and high maintenance friendships?
Mhm.
Is it based off of how close you are with the person that determines the low or high, or is just like it's just by itself? Like, do you get, like, so because now with this, like with a friend that you have that you don't talk for a month, there's nothing that's going to be high. Like, do you get what I
Yeah,
mean? It's
yeah.
not because I don't know, for lack of better word, it's like it's just you guys are not close enough for you to talk
Talk
every
all the
day
time.
anyway.
Hmm.
But if you're closer to somebody, you will talk to them more often. So
Hmm.
does that make them high maintenance because you're closer to them? Do
No,
you get?
no, I get what you mean,
Yeah.
but I don't think so. No
So what makes them high maintenance?
expectations.
I'm struggling with this high and low maintenance, guys.
It's a
I need
social
to.
construct, so
Okay.
I think it's not a, I don't know. I feel like when I've heard people speak about high maintenance, very low
Friendship.
maintenance, blah blah blah, I think it's more like, especially people who tag themselves as high maintenance
Mm.
folks. I feel like there's this connotation of like high maintenance relation, whatever. Like I'm high maintenance in the sense that like I'm better at this friendship thing because of the high maintenance. I've seen that.
Oh.
I
Hmm.
My understanding from what I've
Oh.
seen online.
Oh, I didn't think
But
about
I
that.
honestly think,
Okay.
for me, and that's why I explain it that
Yeah.
way. For me, I think it's in comparison to what each of my friends need or expect.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not necessarily here is a high maintenance bar. You're supposed to reach here for you to be high maintenance.
Maintenance.
Do you get?
So wait. So, but all your friends can be. I'm just wondering. So now, if you have four friends, and all four friends, for example, wants you to call them every day, then there's no high or low because they're all on the same. Is
Yeah,
that it?
pretty much. That it will not just become how I do friendship.
Okay. Oh, okay, okay.
that's
Because like
that's
it,
the way I
oh,
see
okay.
it.
Because for me, it's
Mm-hmm.
almost like high maintenance or low maintenance is like the high maintenance friendships require extra, if you will. Like if all four of my friends want me to call them every day, they're all high maintenance friends because calling you every day is plenty.
Yeah.
That kind of thing,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not based off of who, like it's not based off of like who asks
Who?
for more in the
Yeah.
group. It's
Yeah.
just based off of like, I guess, like when something is not the, I don't know, is it the norm or the standard? I don't know.
I get what you mean.
Like,
Yeah.
I talk to you 2 or 3 times a week,
Mm-hmm.
let me say, and then I'm talking to you 5 times a week. You're high.
Yes.
Something like that. Like,
Yeah.
so it's like, oh, I don't know, I visit once a year, you have to visit 3 times, something
Mm-hmm.
like that,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah. So that's why I'm like, I'm trying
For
to.
me, there's no that standard. But like, there's no.
Mm,
My understanding is there's no standard. I don't think there should. But
yeah,
anyway,
because I was just
everybody is
wondering.
different.
Yeah, I was just wondering.
But something else too that I've seen online is um people who are okay. Low maintenance friendship is pretty much like I can talk to you today and then
6 months.
talk to you in 2 months and you not be like, so you have not called me for 2 months, like what da 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 da. So people are
They don't require extra, like more efforts from you, something like that. Is that it?
they don't have a lot of expectations of you. So it's
Mm.
just one of those things. Like if you come in today, great. If you don't come in today, great too.
I guess I can't
Kind of
have low
thing.
maintenance friends because that's nonsense. That
and
is
and most of that
nonsense.
conversation is mostly because people are busy and life da da da
We're all
schedules don't
busy.
align and
I don't
everything is
know.
happening.
Because that's,
So,
yeah, that I
but
didn't define it
that's
like
the
that.
conversation that I
Mm,
have seen as far what low maintenance
yeah. Mm-hmm.
friendships are. You know those memes where it's like, you know, um, value the friends who you can check in 3 months later and
Mm-hmm.
they'll be fine.
Mm.
Excuse me.
Just be there doing aspire to inspire to to I don't know, to aspire. It's when you need something in between that 2 months now, and
That's
then
when you
and
know.
then this person cannot answer the call because, well. But anyway, but okay, I guess there's like different
I feel like everybody has
has
their
different,
own
yeah,
this thing.
yeah. Hmm.
And I don't think I necessarily have labels per se, but I'm labeling it in terms of because of the
Like
conversation
the
that we're having right now, right? About
yeah.
high maintenance, low
Yeah,
maintenance.
because like
But I think a lot of people don't do friendship well. I don't think we have learned how to
to do
do
friendship.
friendship well.
So hmm. So what's the definition of doing friendship well?
Intentionally.
So now, okay, so now that's the thing. Because now this person that probably calls once in 2 months, is it that they're not being intentional because of that? Something like that. Or is it just as you say, like, oh, maybe because they are busy, life is life in, I don't know, all
Yeah, you can
the
be busy and life is lifing, but then it will depend on your um if I can say priorities, if that's the so
okay,
if
okay,
you
okay.
want to have
Somebody is
deeper
important. Yeah.
relationships, then it will be inconvenient even in your busyness.
Mm,
You'll have to make time, make a quick call,
yeah.
send a text, do
That's true.
something,
That's true.
right? So if you
Mm.
want if that's
Friendship is important to you.
if not
No.
only
Oh,
friendship
okay.
is important to you, but if it's important to you to build deeper relationships, because maybe
Okay.
some people don't want to build deeper relationships. They're
Yeah.
cool with like, when we meet,
Yes.
we vibe and all of
And
that,
that's
and
it.
that's
Mm-hmm.
enough. So if you want more than
More.
that, you
Yeah.
kind of have to
Yeah. No,
give
that
more.
makes sense. But I don't think you can not talk to somebody frequently. Now, frequently, I guess, varies.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think you cannot talk to somebody frequently and get deeper because if we're
Mm-hmm.
waiting long to, like, okay, you know what, like, again, I don't talk to you, I don't know how you're doing or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, and then we catch up another time, I'm not going to keep waiting. Like, I think it's going to be harder to
Mm-hmm.
keep up or
Mm-hmm.
to keep, I don't know how to explain, because yeah, because like I don't know.
I get what you mean because
Yeah.
we also evolve as people. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so I have a friend of mine, and she is in a different country,
Mm-hmm.
and honestly, I could do so much better, or I'm challenging myself to do so much better in terms of deepening
Communicating.
our
Oh, okay.
relationship
Mm-hmm.
because the time difference
Yeah.
sucks. We
Mm-hmm.
can't find a way, and then they have other responsibilities, work, family, and things like that. And so it's so hard because by the time I am available, then
Yeah, not.
they're
Mm-hmm.
having they're at work, or they have to take it to sleep, or they have to,
Yeah.
so it's a bit challenging. And I think at some point I stopped trying as hard. Like I think I kind of
But they
took it
trying
from.
as well. So do you
Yeah,
think that they were also
yeah,
trying to, like,
yeah.
yeah, okay.
I think they are trying more, to be honest.
Oh.
I should do better, honestly, if I'm honest. So yeah, so it's a bit challenging in that aspect, and I've been thinking about how to how to how to build this relationship better.
Mm,
So if we can't find time, because we can't find time, because it's
because
going to
of
be
difference, yes.
and also it's going to be a long. It's not going to be a 5 minute. Hi, what's up?
Mm-hmm,
How are
mm-hmm,
you?
mm-hmm.
It's going to be a long conversation of catching
Yeah,
up from
true.
the many
Plenty,
months.
plenty, yeah.
Yeah. So maybe there's a better way to do it
Yeah.
where we don't have to wait until we can be
I
on the
think,
phone to
yeah,
catch up.
I think you can, because like I was thinking about this, like, even like, for example, with us, like, or even when we were like when we're talking, I can send you a message today and then you reply it tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
and then I reply it in the evening, then you
Mm-hmm.
like,
Yeah,
so I think it's the same thing, because sometimes even if you're in the same time, if you like be sleeping in the next room to each other,
that's true.
you may not necessarily always have the time to talk at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And now, like, you can be having one conversation on Instagram, be having another one
Yeah.
on Facebook, having another one on iMessage, right? So I think, like, voice notes, because like my
Mm-hmm.
friend does that too, like, where I would leave a voice note or something for me when I wake up, I
Mm-hmm.
see it, I respond, maybe
Mm-hmm.
she'll reply me another 2 days, but
Mm-hmm.
like, it's almost like the conversation is going, it's just
Mm-hmm.
not happening like at
At
an
the same time,
instant,
yeah.
right? So that's also like maybe another way, I
And I
feel. Yeah.
agree, and I think also, and that's something else, that's what I was saying actually
Mm.
earlier about you have to be okay with being inconvenienced. It's going to be
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
uncomfortable. So I also have to unlearn that. Like
Mm.
it's not always going to be
Chill.
convenient.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to make the effort, like
To go
find the
extra.
time, the
Mm-hmm.
space. I'm
Yeah.
not really big on texting and voice messaging and etc etc. But if I actually
Have
want
to.
to
Yeah.
build this relationship, then I
That might
gotta
be the
I
only
gotta be
way.
big on the
Yeah.
voice note, and then
That might be the
because even
only
thinking
way.
about it, I'm like, ah, my goodness, like
It's
when I
not
just,
like
I'm
voice
just
note is
like,
like
it's
calls though.
actually a
Me,
lot.
I don't like I remember I'll send Bo a voice note, and then she would see the voice note. The yeah babe, instead of her to first listen to the voice note, she will first send me a text. Ah, why do you send me this long thing? I'm like, are you alright? But I listen to it. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, I can't call you at the
Yeah,
moment to talk to
yeah.
you. And what I have to say is 20 minutes long. So you will better sit down
Hey,
and listen.
I beg of you, world,
Listen.
please don't send me a 20-minute voice note.
Listen,
Well,
it's
I
like
will
gist.
listen to
It's
it,
like
yes,
gist.
but
Like,
I will fast like type
why?
1.5 speed or 2
No, that's fine. So
speed.
why you
Like,
hear
let's
what
just,
is being said? Because
and
me,
then I also have to think, like, I'm like, oh, so and so send me a voice note. Okay, I have to find time to listen to the voice. Like, and it may seem like a silly thing, but for me, it's actually overwhelming. Like, okay, I have to listen to the voice, then I have to respond to it. Okay, what
what
can
is
I?
overwhelming?
I don't know. In my head, it's just a lot. It's just like, then I have to. You texted me, then I have to text back. Then you text again, then I have to text back again. Man, we can literally have this conversation, and it can be done.
Wow. But sometimes it's more conversations. There's not just one conversation. So
No, I
there's
know.
extras. There's
I know, I
extras.
know, and I have to get out. And I used to hate calls. I preferred text, and
Mm.
then now it's like texting feels like I have to make
Me, I
a
actually
lot,
like
a lot of
text.
text.
I don't know if I like calls as much. Just text me.
Yeah.
Nowadays, like I see calls and I purposely ignore them.
See, and I've been calling you more often.
Eh? Oh, okay. I thought you say, I thought you know.
More
I thought you
often.
know. I thought you every time say that you called me and I didn't pick. I was
No,
like,
no, no,
which?
no, 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 no. You know what? One thing that I trust you will do is answer the phone. Actually,
I
when
will
you
answer.
don't answer the phone, I'm like,
Is
is
everything
everything
okay?
okay? Yeah. I feel like if I don't answer the phone, nobody is stressed because
Well,
it's kind
that's
of
normal.
normal. But yeah, I think there's one day I called you and you didn't answer the phone.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I hope this baby is okay.
Ah,
Legit, I was
can you
actually,
imagine?
I was actually worried because you always answer the phone.
Yeah, I always try to because I never know if it's like like a
Important.
like an emergency
Mhm.
or not. Like I don't know. Like not to say that it's many times it's not, but like I just feel like if
And I
someone is
get
calling
it.
me, just answer, man.
Yeah.
Then if because like I've had like I think I can't remember. I don't know if it was I don't know which of my friends called me one time, and then when I noticed that it was just gist, I was like, "Let me call you back. I can't talk."
Mhm.
Like, hey,
Yeah,
because
it's
I'm always
not
like, "Let me
now.
first answer." Because and then if I'm not able to, if for whatever reason I can't answer, I will send you a text. If let's say I'm in a meeting or whatever. Because
Mhm.
I'm always like, "Ah, I
You
don't know
know
why this
what
person
I
is
think
calling."
about is that video that we shared, I think, on Instagram or somewhere about do you have 8 minutes?
Oh, okay, okay. I
I don't
think I've
remember
seen
the
it.
context of the videos, but
Yeah.
it's pretty much like somebody was in life and death situation, or they were struggling mentally or something like
Yeah.
that, and so they just needed a few minutes to talk to
Mm-hmm.
someone.
Yeah.
And so we had this
And I
conversation
think
about
I think a friend of ours does a good job of that. Like Faith, would say, "Do you guys have a moment?" Sure,
yes,
then she would. And
yes.
I'm like, "Oh, that's nice." Me, I
So
just get into it. Hello, like nobody asking.
because
Better have the time.
sometimes, oh
Yeah.
my goodness, sometimes it's like I don't have. I feel like I don't have the mental capacity
To
to
help you
handle.
here.
It's not even to help you.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes I've. Oh God, please help me. I feel like maybe I have something going on. Not
Mm-hmm.
maybe I have something going on with me, and I am struggling to keep my own head above the water,
Okay.
and I don't have the strength. Like the thought of adding to
Towards
what
already.
is already heavy on me. It's like, oh my goodness, I don't know if I can. And then now I've learned how to like, I'm learning rather
Mm-hmm.
how to like, okay, just you know, breathe,
Face
relax,
yourself. Yeah.
face yourself. You don't have to help
Mm-hmm.
immediately,
For
but
sure. You can just listen.
you can just be there.
You can just
And that's
listen.
and that's the thing. Like I can
Mm-hmm.
listen. Then if it's now something that's heavy on you, it adds to my because
Mm.
I love you and care
That's
about you.
friendship. That's
That's the
life.
thing. That's the inconvenience
That's
part of it.
life. It's
And I'm just
like
like, oh my god, please help me, please help me, please help me. Because yeah, yeah. And that's why it's like I want to talk, but also I don't know if I can. Sometimes it feels like I will explode or something. Like I
Explode.
just need a moment to gather
Explode.
myself before I can add on top of that. But God
Mm,
is helping me how to
navigate.
navigate that.
Mm, yeah. I think like just like anything, friendship is work, guys.
It is.
Low, high, medium, all the maintenance levels that we're putting on it,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like you cannot you cannot, I don't know, say you're friends with someone, or you cannot say you love somebody and not know that maybe one day at one point or the other you will have to carry their
Their
burden.
burden. Mm-hmm.
Jesus was there on the cross
Mm-hmm.
in pain, and he
Mm-hmm.
still carried the sins
We're
of the
supposed to be
world.
carrying each other's burdens anyway, helping
So
ourselves.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so I think is sometimes we always think that we should have a solution. Especially
Mm-hmm.
guys, I think that's the more guy thing, like to be more logical, to like, oh, let's fix it. Nobody asked
You
you
know
to
what? I
fix
feel like
it.
we should have this conversation with them
You-
guys.
hmm.
If they are agree, help us beg them.
Beg in the comments.
Beg in the comments
But yeah.
to the husbands of our youth to agree to come and talk about guy
That
guy
would be funny.
friendships. But
But
yeah.
yeah, but I think like because there's always that need, like especially with guys, like to want to fix.
Mm-hmm.
We don't always, and I think now one thing I'm grateful for is I think now there's more awareness. People are more aware of themselves and other people.
Mm-hmm.
I think, or well, at least people that I have around me. So you know what? If that's not the case where you are at, I'm sorry. But yeah, people are more aware of themselves and people around that. They know not that they cannot always expect maybe a solution
Mm-hmm.
or a what's
To
the word,
fix.
yes, they
Yeah.
may not like, but they know that this person is still here for me even if they
Mm-hmm.
cannot help me this very moment or this
Mm-hmm.
very time,
Mm-hmm.
which that's, and I think that's something to just realize, to like not to burden yourself even
Mm-hmm.
as a friend. Like you may, even if there's even nothing going on with you, somebody can still tell you what's going on with them, you will not still be able to help them.
Yep.
It's just what it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not everything that you can help somebody with. So
Mm-hmm.
but you just being there for them, you know, ask them how you can be there for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I truly believe, just in this conversation of low and high maintenance friendships,
Mm-hmm.
I really, really, really feel maybe one of the ways we can help fix the problems or the cracks in friendships is to have conversations with your friends, to know what they expect from
From you.
you and what you should expect from them. I guess, yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Because I think that's usually where some of the
Misunderstandings and
issues
things
come
like
from.
that.
Because people don't, I
Mm-hmm.
don't think people
Share.
talk. I don't even
And
think people talk.
honestly, I don't think people think about what they need.
Mm, okay.
And
But
like
why do
and
we
like
do it with boyfriend, girlfriend, husband,
and that's why I
and not
said
do it with
we have not
friends?
really been taught to
Mm,
friend like that or to build good friendship. I don't
mm,
think so, to be
yeah.
honest. So
We're
it
changing
was
that over here.
we're changing that. We're learning every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
and that's why I'm saying that have you having that conversation like, okay, um what can we do better? What are we doing this? Or
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
what do you
How
expect
do we improve?
and
Yeah.
how do I can't say that I've had conversations like that
Before.
often. Yeah. Like we can have a conversation. I've had a friend tell me like, um, this is the one thing. I think this one conversation changed my perception of
Mm.
friendship.
Okay.
It's like I leave this, if I leave church, because we used to go to the same
Same.
church.
Mm-hmm.
So if I leave church and we cannot
Still
have a
different.
relationship, then we were never friends.
I agree.
And I'm like, that is true because I was so used, like most of my friends,
In the
we were in
same.
the same
Mm-hmm.
place.
Mm-hmm.
So there was the proximity. We see each other with, even from school, from
Yeah.
high school, like we're in boarding school, we see each other all the time. We went to university. I started university at school before I moved to, I mean, in
In Tanzania,
Tanzania
yeah.
before I moved here. And we all went to the same school and would maybe sometimes, well, not all of us, but for the most part,
Yeah.
would maybe have, I don't know, hang out on the weekend or something like, but
Mm-hmm.
there was still, we're still in the same space,
Yeah.
for lack of a better word. And I don't think I stayed long enough to see how those friendships would have been um
Like if you guys
outside.
being
If
in the
we,
same
yeah,
this
like
thing.
if we move, because like maybe one of our friends then was in a different school. So
Mhm.
if how if I stayed longer, then I'd see how that would change, if it would.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, and things like that. So I think moving here and growing up and having other
Maturing
relationships, because I think maybe also that's why I also struggled with maintaining some of my friendships
relationship. Oh,
from
okay.
back home, because my
Because you didn't
communication was
necessarily
not,
have the basis of yes.
no, like, and
Mm.
then we also did not communicate any expectations of
Yeah,
each other.
true,
So
true.
like it's like, okay, I've not spoken to you in 2 weeks, and maybe you're upset that I've not spoken to you in 2 weeks. Or sometimes it's not even you're upset or whatnot, but like something that I experienced is my friends who are all in the same place, like seeing them and they're
They're
catching
doing
up,
their
they're doing
things,
things and
yeah.
everything. And I can't do that.
Because you're
So
not there,
I'm
yeah.
not there. So then I'm immediately feeling like, okay, I'm not there. So I have to start figuring out those
Mm-hmm.
emotions and how to manage that, and also how to build new relationships in this new place, and then managing school life, work, blah blah blah,
Yeah.
and then also relationships that I've left where it feels like I'm already feeling like, oh, I'm so far off and
Away,
whatnot,
yeah.
and then I've not learned to communicate in
Mm-hmm.
that way. So it's a lot of things. So I feel like
It's a
most
learning
of us,
process, yeah.
yeah, we haven't really learned how to do friendship, or
Friendships,
even
yeah.
thought about, okay, what do I actually want? Because sometimes, and this is something that I've noticed also with myself, even when something happens and I feel a type of way about a situation or a person, I have to now think about it like, okay, why am I feeling like this?
Mm-hmm.
Because maybe this person did nothing wrong, or maybe they did something that they usually do. So why am
Mm-hmm.
I bothered right
About
now?
it, yeah.
And then discovering that, okay, this is what I wanted,
But
but
because
because
you didn't say
I
it,
didn't say it
mm-hmm.
and they didn't know, I can't just be angry at them because
Which I think
I
you can
never,
still, at that point, tell them, right? So
exactly, I
now they
never
know moving forward.
communicated this and things
Mm-hmm.
like that. And that's what I'm talking about. It's like communicating and also being aware that you need something, because sometimes you
Yes.
just vex
Yeah.
and like, this person was mean. No, they were not. They
Mm-hmm.
were
Just
being
being normal.
themselves.
Yeah.
Maybe your desires have changed and
Yeah.
you haven't communicated that. So.
Yeah, and I think the more we like grow
Mhm.
in our friendships or in our relationships with people, the more we also know some of the things that we want and the
Mhm.
things that we don't want. And the older you get to, some things that are just like, no, I'm not going to deal with this nonsense. I'm going to deal with this. I'm not going to do it. So
Mhm.
that helps you to know, I guess, the things that I don't know that is required. But yeah, no,
Mhm.
as you mentioned, like not I guess that's not talking about things can really because
Yeah.
it reminded me of someone or a friendship that I had, and the person had told me that, oh, if you no longer come to this place, we'll not be talking now. And I was like, eh? And that thing hit me because I was just like, that's not how I
Yeah.
didn't think that this was I can understand that this, this place was where our friendship started, or these people here was what like kind of brought us together. I did not think that they were going to be the end too. Like I
Mhm.
didn't think that, oh, if they are no longer there, or if I no longer come to this house or this
Mhm.
place, then all of a sudden
We're no longer
the
friends.
friendship cannot continue, that
Mhm.
kind of thing.
Mhm.
But yeah, but again, I guess we never talked about it. I didn't know, but that's when I started to get sense, guys. That's when I said I had to, Yoruba people say, Moya, I'm in brain. I borrowed myself
You
brain.
borrowed yourself brain.
Because I was like, oh, is this what we're doing? So I just said, let me know. And that's why I asked you. Because it wasn't even, I wasn't vexed or anything, because I think I
Mhm.
did it with faith too. Because when there is intertwined relationships,
Mhm.
we're not playing. At least let me just know,
Mhm.
because again, you may not know how it would hurt until it does. So I'm preventing myself. I guess I'm trying to guard
Guard your heart.
my heart. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No, that makes sense. That makes complete sense.
yeah,
So, yeah, pretty much, if you want deep relationships,
gotta be high maintenance.
you're gonna be.
To be honest, I don't know
You're
how I do
gonna
it any
be.
other way.
We're so used to ease. Like, we want everything to be convenient
Mm-hmm.
to ourselves or to us, and that's a selfish way of living
Yeah.
life. Because Because on the other hand, if something happens to you and you need your friends and it's not convenient for them,
Mm.
and then you be
Then they're
like, these
now
people,
wicked.
they are,
They're not good friends.
they're not good friends. It's a problem. But you
Mm-hmm.
also have not really, if you want a village, be a villager.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
being a villager will require a level of inconvenience. Yeah,
Yeah.
go out of your way to love your people.
And I think it should be like, it's like how this like an everyday thing. So because that's some people be like, oh no, they know if they need me, they can call. We don't have to
No,
wait to need you.
no.
Let it just be
Actually, they
normal.
might, when they need you, they might not
Think of
call.
yourself
They might think of you, but they might even think like, is our relationship even close enough for me
for me
to
too.
contact
That
this
too.
person, because we
Mm-hmm.
don't really talk like that. I don't really
Yeah.
know. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Like people build trust. Trust does not just come from we talk once in 6 months. Do better, guys. Deep, 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 deep. But
We're
yeah.
doing better.
But let us know, guys, for those of you that have low and high maintenance
Low. What are
friendship.
your thoughts on low
Yes.
maintenance and
How
high
do you guys, I
maintenance
guess,
friendship? How do
what's
you
the, especially
define
with
it?
low maintenance, I want to know how you guys,
What is low maintenance?
yes, and how you manage that friendship. How you actually manage a low maintenance friendship to make it work. Because I feel like even the extra work you got to do to maintain the low maintenance is already making it high. But that's what I think, but I want to know. But yeah, yeah, but let us know.
Yeah. And if you haven't
Yeah.
subscribed,
Yes.
followed, shared with your high and low maintenance friends and medium maintenance,
Ah!
all the maintenance.
All of it.
What are you really doing? Do you really love your people if you don't give them good things?
This is, I guess, low and high here.
This is like
So if you've not shared with your friends, then that means your friend.
Mm.
Mm.
But this is good conversation starters. Share
Yes.
it, then have those conversations of what am I expecting, what are you expecting, this friendship, relationship, and things like that.
And it's always good. Communicate, talk, ask, ask, ask.
Mhm.
Tell them how can we improve our friendship. Do it.
Yeah,
It's
like
good.
how you do with your booze,
Exactly. Like
you
do
can
it.
do with your friends.
Please, please, please. Let's be better friends to our friends, and let's make our friends better friends to us. All right, guys.
Bye. See you in the next one.